Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Meditation for Me's Guided Meditation for Beginners tutorial. So, last week we posted part 1 of this tutorial series, and that was going over seated in positioning and environment and conditions. Things like, different type of environments to meditate in, what kind of positions that you should be in when you meditate, what kind of conditions, outside, warm, dark, light, things like that. So I advise you, if you have not checked out that video, more than welcome to check out that video before you check out this video. I highly recommend it because, it's a series and it all goes together. So it'll be great. And we'll put a link down below for you to check out that video. And so we want to say hello to everybody out there, and thank you for those questions that you asked us so we can answer them in that video. We hope that we were able to answer everybody's questions. And this video is going to be part 2, and it's going to go over techniques of breathing, because a lot of people have different perspectives of, the way to breathe and how to breathe. And then you hear certain things out there, different videos out there, different YouTube videos out there, things like that. So we got some questions in from some viewers and some subscribers asking, about the different techniques that there are, and about some certain, some certain types of breathing that they see, that they have watched, or that they have heard of. So one of the viewers said that, are you supposed to do the fast-paced breathing with every guided meditation? And that answer is pretty much like a no. It all depends on what type of meditation that you're doing. If you're doing one for manifestation, things like that, and they tell you to do the fast-paced breathing, then that's when you'll do it. And that breathing is called different names. It's called, for me, I have heard it be called fire breathing. A lot of people call it fire breathing, because it's pretty much like you're breathing in, and it's like, just, that hot heat that you're going to be breathing in and out real fast, so they call it fire breathing. I don't know. There's other names for it out there. Everybody has their own names, different opinions. But as for doing that technique during every guided meditation, I would say no, you should not do that. Only if it requires you to do it, or, if you're doing a meditation and it tells you to do it, then that's when you would do it. I personally don't tend to like the fire breathing, because the last time I did it, I almost passed out. And so I feel like I was hyperventilating breathing that fast. I don't know if I was doing it right or if I was doing it wrong, but I just did not find that favorable. So, to each his own. I always tell people what makes you comfortable, what is comfortable to you when it comes down to doing meditation and certain techniques and certain sitting positions. That's what we pretty much talked about in number 1, is all based up to your comfortable levels, what you want to do. And then so another question that had came up, that one of the subscribers had emailed, that what is the best way to start breathing? Pretty much like the basic technique of breathing when you first start meditating. And sometimes that's a good question. There's never no wrong, question to ask, because some people, when I started meditating, I was just breathing normally. I just thought that you breathe normally and all that stuff, and then your body will relax. And it did, but it took a lot longer. And I didn't understand that there was different types of breathings until I started going to a meditation class and learning how to breathe properly and things like that. So when it came down to it, it was different, and it took a while to adjust. And you have to be patient with yourself. I was not used to just breathing, inhaling through making my abdomen expand. That's one thing, because we are all living in a fast-paced society. Like my teacher said in that class, we live in a fast-paced society, and then so we are always shallow breathers. We always breathe with our chest. We really don't never breathe with our abdomen. So the natural way that we're supposed to be breathing, and how they breathe with the guided meditation, is you breathe in through your abdomen, then you feel your chest, and then it comes out your mouth. You breathe in through your nose, through your abdomen, your chest, and then it comes out your mouth after you hold at the top for a couple of minutes. And you don't necessarily need to hold at the top. Some people do say that in their meditations, and some people don't. But they tell you to hold at the top so you can kind of like calm your blood pressure down, calm your heart down, calm things down from moving so fast, because that's all we do is move fast, breathe fast. We're always busy, we're always on the go. And so that's the reason why they kind of tell you to hold at the top, and it's a great technique, and I like doing it that way, because with having anxiety and being diagnosed with anxiety, it's a faster way to help you to calm down, especially if you're having an anxiety attack or anything of that matter. And so the proper way to me that I have learned from my teacher is to breathe in through your nose, fill up your abdomen and your chest, hold at the top, and then breathe out. Now, after you do that for about maybe like 3 to 4 times, then you'll get into just breathing normal, just breathing naturally. And that's the technique that I have learned. You breathe naturally, and then you'll focus, on your chest, either the breath, going in and out, your chest rising and falling, or either you'll focus on the breath going in and out the nose. Does it feel cold? Does it, is it warm? Are you shallow breathing? Are you heavy breathing? How does the breath feel going in and out of your nose? So those are the two, ways that you can, focus when it comes down to your normal breathing. But that is the way that I was taught by a Reiki master and taught by the class that I went to, and the meditation teacher, is that's the way you should breathe when you are first starting off with meditation and you're trying to, relax yourself and all that. Because, the more you relax yourself, the better you are to clear your mind and pull yourself into that inner knowing, that inner being that you're trying to connect with. And then it's a trip, because when I was in the medical field, well, I can't say was because I still am. When I was in medical school, they were teaching that. They were teaching it. It was called pursue breathing. And it was a little tad bit different, but it's pretty much the same technique. And they use it for people that have COPD or asthma. They'll teach them to breathe through their nose and then fill up their abdomen, their chest, and then out through their mouth like like they're blowing out a candle. And they'll tell them to do that. And the reason why they'll teach them that's because some of the COPD patients or asthma patients, when they're severe asthma patients, they're walking around, they're trying to get activities done and things like that. And sometimes they'll lose their breath. They'll get real tired. They'll lose their breath. And then so we teach them to pursue breathe. So while they're doing the activities, they'll stop for a minute and they'll do that pursue breathing, and then they'll continue to do the activities, and they'll do that throughout the whole entire time if they need to do that, if it's an as needed type of strategy in case of them having a hard time breathing, because COPD and all those lung type of conditions, it is really hard to breathe. And then so when people are trying to take showers or iron their clothes or trying to clean the house, they'll lose their breath, and they'll kind of get fatigued very easily and things like that. So in medical school, we were taught to teach them how to do that pursue breathing. So, and it's pretty much kind of like I said, just like the same way. You breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth, like you're blowing out a candle for them. And for us, it's just like you're just blowing out all the air from your abdomen and from your chest and letting it all out. So right now, since we're talking about that, let's just take a moment to just practice just for a little bit. We won't go into a whole full-blown meditation. Let's just practice that breathing technique. So let's just sit, or either you could lie down, whichever one you want to do. And then let's close our eyes. And as we're laying there or sitting, let's breathe in through our nose, filling your abdomen and your chest. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out. Breathe all the way out, letting the air out of your abdomen and your chest. Now let's do that again. Let's breathe in through our nose, filling our abdomen and our chest full of air. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in through our nose. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. And now let's just sit here for a moment with our eyes still closed and just breathe normal. Just breathe normal. And as you are breathing, focus on the breath. Focus on your chest, rise and fall as you breathe in and breathe out. Or focus on the breath going in and out of your nose. What does it feel like? Is it cold? Is it warm? Can you barely feel it? Are you breathing light? Are you breathing deep? Just focus on the breath. You may lose track, but then just bring your focus back to the breath. Now, let's take a deep breath in and out. Again, let's take a deep breath in, and as we take a deep breath in, let's stretch our body, our arms and our legs, stretch our body and arms and legs out. And breathe out and stretch, a big stretch. One more time, let's take a deep breath in. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, and out. Now let's open our eyes slowly. And just notice how relaxed you feel. So you might feel a little relaxed. You might feel like you got a piece of relaxation, or you might say it didn't work. But practice makes perfect. So be patient with yourself and keep on doing that technique. And you'll notice that your body will begin to relax, and relax a lot much more faster than you just sitting there just breathing normally. But that is the breathing technique I was taught when I first began doing meditation, and it has worked for me ever since then. So leave a like and comments below if you know of any other techniques, besides the fire breathing. If there's other things out there, which there's tons of them. I have my staff that they all like to learn the different type of meditations and the different type of techniques that are out there. So, put a comment below, tell us what you have learned, your different techniques, or if you learned anything different. We are always liking to hear everybody's opinion. All right, so look out for part 3 to this beginner's tutorial for meditation. And thank you for tuning in and viewing, and we really appreciate it. And also, if you have any other type of meditations that you would like for us to do, let us know in the comments. We always like people's ideas and what people like to, hear or like to, have as a meditation. You never know. It might be some other interest of everybody else's too. So every comment and any comment is good. All right. Well, hope you guys tune into the next one and we will see you soon. Thank you. Have a blessed day from Meditation from me. Bye bye now.